Yeah, growing up in grade school, I wasn't having a good time, and my parents were going through a lot of issues with their marriage, and I had a bunch of other friends that were like me, and so we gained together and all that, but it wasn't really going. I didn't know what I wanted for my life during that time. High school was coming up, and I just didn't know what was happening, and so freshman year came, and then I came in here, and I didn't have an identity, and so I wanted to find it, but high school was intimidating, and it was hard, and so I came here, and it was probably one of the worst years of my my life because a lot of things were just building up, and I didn't know what I wanted in my life, and my friends and I we would joke about killing ourselves a few times, but there was a few times where I was probably actually thinking about it, and it just wasn't, my life at that time wasn't going good. But then sophomore year came, something was just happening. You can only go to so many Vespers and week of prayers and Bible classes here, and just the loving atmosphere of the faculty and all the students, and it was just, I was feeling something, and at this time I wasn't the nicest person, and so I took that identity. But once I started feeling the love here at Maplewood, I decided that I wanted to try to find whatever these people had that they were talking about. Because see, I grew up as a Seventh-day Adventist, but I didn't like Christians because I didn't believe anything that they were saying to me. I thought they were just weird, and I didn't know what I wanted, but they were telling me here about God and everything, and I knew about God, but I didn't think he was real. And around sophomore year, I actually started to pray again. I hadn't prayed since I was about 10 or 11. There's just simple things like, hey, can you help me with this, that? And just being here helped me to understand that there's a lot more in my life that needed to happen than what I thought. I was going down a dark road, and so sophomore year, going to junior year, I started changing, and it was very strange to me. And junior year, I actually decided to get baptized after contemplating it for a very long time, because I just didn't know if I was committed enough to this. But finally, after a week of prayer, I decided to get baptized, and it was the happiest day of my life, and I just had this overwhelming sense of peace that I wanted for the longest time. And then senior year came around, and it was kind of, I looked back, and if I didn't come to Maplewood, I wouldn't have ever had the chance to get to where I am today. If it wasn't for Maplewood, I'd be a different person. And I went to Union College, and eventually I decided to become a history teacher, and I want to come back here and help kids that were like me and just show them love and just help them to understand who God is and what he wants for their life. So I hope I can eventually come back to Maplewood and teach here. Whether it's at the beginning of my journey or the end, that's up to God, but I'm just thankful to Maplewood that it gave me the chance to live a godly life.
Lots of things have changed my life here. The donations, without the donations that I have received, I would not be able to be here. The friends here have made a huge impact on me. They've helped me change into a better person. The faculty here, if I ever need someone to talk to, I can talk to them, and they understand the situations, and they're always willing to pray for me. The education itself is great, and I love it here because if you need help with something, they will help you in a subject. Before I came into Maplewood, I didn't know anything really about the Bible or what was in it, and I didn't know how to study it. But when I came here, the Bible classes and the Bible teacher helped me get more knowledge and understand it better. And now when I read it, I can have a better understanding of what's in it and what God is trying to say to me through it. The spirituality on campus is pretty good. My sophomore year, we went to North Star Camp and we had a retreat there, and it was really powerful. The high from that lasted a really long time, and since then, it's really helped me stay in touch with God. And the music classes here are great. I love music. I'm in orchestra, choir, and choraleers. It's great, and I love the fact that we can worship God through our voices and our ability to play an instrument. One of the faculty who has really helped change my life and has really been there for me is Mrs. Vigil. She has helped me when I've been going through difficult times. I was able to talk to her, and she would pray with me, and she's a really good influence on me because she understands where I'm coming from, and she understands what I'm going through, and it's just really nice to have someone there who understands and can relate to me.
How before I came here, I was not sure that I wanted to come here because I was afraid how it would change me, like in a bad way. The first day I came here, my perspective changed a lot. Like, there are these people who came up to me and who introduced themselves, and they were Haley and Stephanie. And they just showed me around and had how the school made a positive impact on them. The first week, I just tried to think positive, and it worked out. I made new friends, and in the spiritual aspect, I became closer to God by worshiping at Vespers Chapel, at Hostel Camp, and the reason why I came back is because I wanted more of that positive impact on my life.
We have volleyball, gymnastics, and basketball. We also have intramurals, which is where the whole school on campus are divided into teams, and we play a variety of different sports. Well, for the main sports, which is gymnastics, volleyball, and basketball, we go and play different schools. We always go on fun bus rides to different places, and we get to have a lot of bonding time, which is really fun. I'm involved in all of them, which is gymnastics, volleyball, and basketball. And I do play in the intramurals too. What I really like most is before a game starts, we always pray. And like, I don't know, we've never done that at the other schools that I went to. We never prayed before we started playing any game, and it just makes me feel more comfortable on the court and just know that Jesus is around and he'll be with us and protect us.
I'm Stacy Stocks, Maplewood Academy's principal, and I'm really excited to be serving the Lord here at Maplewood Academy alongside of our staff. I am really proud of our students and all they've accomplished and the way they've grown this year, and I'm really proud of our staff for the way they've worked hard and served the Lord. We're looking forward to next year and all the new and exciting things we have planned. We're hoping to grow and include a lot of new students in our program, as well as increase and expand our academic offerings and just continue to grow as we serve the Lord here at Maplewood. Your help and your support makes that possible. Not only does it help students to come to Maplewood who otherwise could not, but it helps to provide a good program for the students that we do have here, providing them with extra resources and extra services to help their experience to be positive. Our goal here is not only academic, it's spiritual, in hopes that we are educating for eternity, that we're hoping that our students come here and learn to be functional in society and to be successful in society, but also that they are planning long-term for a life in heaven with Jesus soon. We thank you for what you do to support Maplewood Academy, and we look forward to continuing to partner with you in this mission.
People see Maplewood as a foolish investment in this world, and to everyone else it does seem like one, but Maplewood educates the mind, the body, and the soul for a better life in heaven with our God. It's not just a normal education, it's something that's actually worthwhile to invest in.